so sincere. Thank you, Rox. We see the ways that we are home as we embrace that our souls on path, and it's not a mistake to be free, not a mistake to lead our destinies. Oh, Sharakara, Sahabi, yes, still love it. Peace and love to heal the hearts. Breathe deep. Breathe deeper. To the heart and soul. Vibrating fully on the shade. Vibrating through the heartache and the pain, through the devastation, through the attacks, through the uncomfortable situations, through the distractions. Be in tune with the comprehension that you have to be doing things for yourself too, and that you can't really go out on a limb doing things that are so like left or right field. Depends on where you're at on the ball game, I guess. And I think that's where the terminology came from. But you know, if you're way out, yeah, it is in left field, and you need to be over by home base because somebody just got a home run and they're running. So you have to be really, as I remembered, you have to be really careful with not getting distracted and being focused. You know, when they hit that, as soon as they hit that ball, they have to run. Yeah. And you want to get to a certain level spiritually, emotionally, physically, consciously. And don't just like imagine that because the movies say you have to wither away and have back problems and different types of things going on with you, that you can't treat yourself in a holistic, organic, natural way by loving your body enough to feed yourself healthy, drink healthy waters that have been purified, not just straight from the faucet, because that's just like drinking from the sewer. There's worms in it, there's parasites in it. Sometimes that causes malaria in some places. So being conscious and cautious about what you're putting in your body will help you feel like you're not alone. You're taking care of yourselves. I've been taking care of myself too. I think it's important that we each work on making sure that we're healthy. And even if you are not able to get up and do a bunch of stuff to exercise your heart, you could do it in bed, or you could just kind of like do like sit-ups, but from bed it's possible. There's multiple exercises that you can do when in bed, even on the floor. the floor exercises are really helpful for those who have lower and upper back pain. So you want to make sure your arms are wide open. You're laying on the floor. I would show you, but I'm not dressed for that right now. And I want to be able to teach and educate you so you could hear me. So this is why I'm like trying at this moment for you to hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. And it's important for you to put your arms to the side if your back is aching. Hi, thank you. Thank you. Greetings. Hi, David. If your back is aching, thank you very much, Punshaj. Then it's important to open your arms, lay with your arms open, turn your head from side to side, move your hands back and forth like that with your arms wide open. So you're making like a T shape with the body, with the vessel. Make sure your toes are touching and your legs are straight. And then you want to go into the tomb pose for a moment, and then you do it again. And you can do that, walk your hands through your center, all the way through your center into even the crown. And if you can reach your feet too. You want to move through the energies that are stagnant, that are not supposed to be there if you're working through stagnancy. If you're working through heartache, then that could also cause back pain. And there's different types of back pains. And I noticed, like, I've been studying beings, and I see like how the head's like tilted on so many because they're used to looking at either where they're walking, their computers, their phones, their things, devices, technology. And it didn't used to be like that. Like we would walk with our heads, they'd say don't look down when you walk because it wouldn't be a cool thing, and I used to have big eyes, so I could watch, like I could see where I'm walking and I could see around me. But for sure, I wear stilettos. I got to watch where I'm walking also. But you got to make sure that you breathe in, put your shoulders up, put your shoulders back. Make sure that you're working on straightening your spine, aligning your spine, so that your upper neck isn't like that. So you don't have like a bulge on the back of your neck. And if you do, there's a way to repair it. You can lay with a washcloth wrapped in a circle underneath that part of the neck. You just kind of rub some olive oil on it, let it soak in for a little bit. Maybe add a little bit of clove, a little bit of cinnamon, and probably not sugar. It's good. It's exfoliating though. Sugar is actually really great for the face. And then you want to put that underneath the neck, the part that feels bulged, and it'll push it in eventually. But you want to rest like that. Like, try not to use the pillows. Some pillows are overrated. I'm not sure why they taught people to use pillows. I don't use pillows, but I also utilize my hair as, if I wanted to have a pillow, I utilize my hair, and then I utilize pouches of crystals lined along my spine, on my tailbone, because I have extra vertebrae since I'm not human. Yay, for being not human. I found that out. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Because the way that I have to, like, I have to stretch, my body is so long, and it just kind of makes sense, and I'm super flexible. So yeah, I put my crystal pouches right underneath the tailbone area, not like directly on the tailbone, but like the part right above the butt cheeks. You know, that part like where the back meets the butt cheeks. I'm going to call that the lower back, right above the tailbone. The 14th vertebrae or something. I'm trying, maybe 15th, 14th. Yeah, that whole area, 13th to like 15th vertebrae, I'm guessing. And then I do it along my cerebral cortex to my neck and to my between my shoulder blades. So I make sure that I'm aligning myself, and I'm repairing anything that needs to be repaired. I really do love the feeling of pressure on that because I don't have like a guy at home to massage me, so I have to massage myself. Because I like the way it feels. My kids are pretty good at giving me back massages if I would like ever ask them to. I actually ask them to. I'm sure that they would, but I'm like super sensitive to touch. So taking moments to lay with your arms out, turning your head from side to side, and then moving your hands back and forth like that. And when you do your hands, make sure you do them both sides. And then when you switch it, you do it too. And you're going to feel the difference in the upper shoulder blades. It really moves around the energy all the way through the shoulder blades, even up into the neck, and the cerebral cortex is blessed with it, as well as the frontal lobe, because you're pulling yourself into doing multiple things at once, like patting your belly and rubbing your head, but it's actually beneficial for the muscle and to loosen up, because that's what causes some of that pain, is the tightness. And different beings carry tightness in different parts of their bodies. Some carry it in their necks and backs, some carry it in their stomachs, some get bloated from it, some lose weight from it. And it's just kind of different for each individual or each being. Thank you so much for your messages. I'll do some healing before I say sweet dreams, because I have to keep myself focused on what I have happening to ensure that I feel comfortable and ready for now. It's today to get this paperwork completely accomplished. So I need to go to bed pretty soon here. I love thee in light. I love thee in thy soul. I love thee in thy heart's consciousness of soul, and that you're working on healing yourselves in your heart space. Thank you. Thank we, bless we, that we can do that together. I know my little, whatever it's called, pretend rosy cheeks in there. That we have to work through our experiences. So try not to be so hard on yourselves or each other, and trust and have faith that there's beautiful occurrences occurring. And instead of seeing the glass as if it's pretty much empty, see it as overflowing. Visualize the overflowing and work towards the overflowing. And like I said the other day, you can't, here's another example. You can't sit in a closet and wish that you were out there and being social when you're just sitting inside of a closet and you're not trying to interact with others. You're just kind of in your own inside space. Remember that when you want to grant your own wishes in a way where you're intentionally working on being successful, then you have to try and step outside of the comfort bubble to expand the boundaries, so that there's opportunities to grow and expand, so that the blessings are possible also, because not always is it only a blessing from you. It's blessings from those who may also be interested in what you're doing and what you're capable of doing, because each of you have something that I'm sure that you can do that maybe someone else can't do. Like maybe you are a really good car doctor, mechanic, or you are a school teacher, or a lawyer, or a doctor, or a police officer, or in the military somewhere, or you have never had a job ever and you just kind of been chilling in your parents' basement. But each of us should have goals and feel driven to accomplish something that not only improves our wellness emotionally, psychologically, and physically, but also includes our environment. Is our environment healthy? How can you improve the environment by adjusting what you're doing and how you're doing it? And trust me, I have to force myself to be functional some moments because of how much I have happening. So I have to, they call it compartmentizing it, I guess. Doing paperwork, doing my music business, doing my sessions, being a parent, all of the moments. So, because I'm on call as a parent, I'm on call doing sessions. It's like I don't really get a day off, and I'm okay with that. I think that working a lot helps me to feel comfortable. I love to create my products. I love to create new products. I love to gather for my company, for the products, for the cure, like the treatment options. I absolutely love communicating with others and helping them feel like they're loved and their heart's doing okay. And I love helping return loved ones who are lost. And I love doing what I do. Like, I love singing and making music. I love what I do, and I obviously love being a parent. I talk a lot about them. So it's really beautiful to experience the bliss of being, you know. And I'm really happy that I was able to escape the situations that I had experienced suffering in, to be here now so that I could help others to not get stuck in those situations. Not that I'm helping them, like I'm not doing it for them, but I do give them sound advice, and I do repeat it. And when it happens and they don't listen to you, some beings don't listen, they're stubborn, they just want to figure it out, even though they ask for help. And then they go and they get hurt, and they get hurt, and then they come again and they ask more guidance, and I explain to them, and then they acknowledge, and it takes them a bit to, go into hermit mode, try and not just jump into another relationship. You don't need to do that. It's called a rebound relationship for a reason. You don't need that, especially if you have children. Just take some moments to be like without dating anybody. And it's amazing, because then the children feel loved and you feel loved, because there's that, having children and being able to connect with them without some side distraction, because they just have to heal and you have to heal through whatever reasons the marriage separated or split it, or the relationship isn't there. Fighting in front of them is not the solution. You should never fight around them. If they're at school, then plan to meet for lunch. But even if they're in the house and you both go outside to talk, that talk can turn to a yell real fast when it comes to separation. So you each have to be really conscious and cautious about who's listening, who's around. And especially, please don't smoke in front of your children. Honestly, like I saw some TikTok videos about that. So just please be conscious about what you do and what you don't do. And one of the top things to not do is just please don't beat your children. Don't do anything that could possibly harm them, their lungs, psychologically. Be careful what they watch. Listen to them, because they need to feel like they're special. And then love yourself like that too. Be conscious, careful with what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're doing, what you're eating. And treat yourself like you are a child, because some of you need to return to that adolescence kind of perspective, since you think that you are above others, or you think that you've already accomplished so much and that there's nothing else that you absolutely need to do because you think that you're perfect as you are. Let me tell you, you have to go on the inside and heal that child on the inside. And the way you do that is by taking care of yourself as if you are a child, by healing that innocent part of you, returning to that innocent part so that you can heal and become an actual, sustainably peaceful, happy being. All right? Blessed love. There's a lot of reasons why beings may not feel happy. That's just one of the many reasons, but I wanted to make sure that you heard that, and I love your souls too. Thank you. Blessed love. Take it easy, drive safe, sweet dreams, glad waking. Aloha.